Hey guys, Hello Bella here, just coming to you with this video about 7 items that I recently sold on Amazon FBA. Gonna tell you how much I paid for it, where I got it, and give you any tips that I can give to you, and so you might be able to find some items similar to this. The first item are these Betsey Johnson sheets. I got these for 20 bucks at Ross. I don't even know what I had thought I had planned. I feel like I might have been wanting to keep them. I just knew that they were really cheap because Betsey Johnson has kind of one of those cult followings. So I paid $38 or I paid $20 for them. Looks like I got 38 after fees. So the 22, we'll say 23 because count $1 for shipping. So $15 profit off of a $22 investment. So I'm pretty happy with that. But that's just one of the things that it didn't have a good rank at all, and I debated sending it in, but I was like, well, it's Christmas time. I'm just going to go ahead and send everything in. Yeah, so right now the rank is not the best. It's it's selling obviously because I sold one, and you can see some other Betsey Johnson sheets too. So I mean, I would recommend if you can pick these up for 10 or 20 bucks to go ahead and send them in because I think they're selling. Okay, next item. This is an art tote. I paid $dollars for this at TJ Maxx. They had marked it down on clearance. It looks like I netted $20 after fees, so I made about, let's say $9 profit, $8, $9 profit. So not too bad. And those are my retail arbitrage flips. I don't think I have any more retail arbitrage ones on this particular video. But yeah, the rank on this, let's see if we can find it. Yeah, really pretty good actually. That's an arts crafts sewing. I figured it would be in toys, but yeah, that's not bad at all. Okay, let's move on. See where else we are. So next item. Oh, this is a really good one. I paid $1 for this book, and it sold for $49.99. This is one of the books that I picked up from that Catholic thrift store in Ohio when me and Wick went in. Everything was like really overpriced, and we were like, you can't make any money here. But I went to the book section, and the books were, priced what books are normally priced, $1 to $2. So it was $1 for paperbacks. And I remember debating even buying it because I was like, this is so weird and obscure. But I mean, if I listen to my own advice, that's pretty much what I always tell people to buy is weird and obscure stuff. So the sales rank has actually gotten better. I want to say it was like a 2 million sales rank whenever I bought it. But I mean, that's just another reminder for you to don't pay too much attention to that. I mean, anything 2 million, 3 million sales rank in books is not that bad. Remember that sales rank is like ever evolving, so it's not always going to stay the same. You can see now that the rank has gone back down. Something else I want to talk about, I had originally priced this book along the lines of what everybody else was pricing it at, and I've let it sit for a couple of weeks, and I was like, this is a paper book, that's kind of a ridiculous price. So I lowered the price to $49.99, because I didn't want to be greedy. I was like, I paid $1 for it. So as soon as I had lowered the price, I think it sold like the next week. So yeah, that was a pretty great flip. Oh, the coin puzzle. Next item. Bought this for $1. It sold for $43.75. Looks like I netted $30.50 and then subtract the $1 that I paid for it. So around a $28, $29 profit after all is said and done. You always want to leave in some room for, the cost of shipping is not free. You can build that in however you want to. But I mean, I always think about it like, I know it doesn't actually cost $1, but I just add $1 on to cover like the box that I had to buy, the tape and everything else, just in my head, I guess, trying to make sense of everything. But this is one of those really difficult puzzles. Everything looks the same. Of course, it was sealed, so that makes a difference. And the rank right now is pretty good, 146,000 in toys and games. It's pretty good for something so obscure because I don't know anyone who would want this, but I guess someone wants it. Okay, next up, let's see what we got. Oh, the Monopoly, yeah. Picked this up in Ohio as well. I paid $4 for it. I was kind of surprised because it was really nice. $4, and then it sold for $40. So I made about a $25 profit on this after the cost of goods and the fees. So yeah, that was a good one as well. Board games, even though that was used, I mean, that's $40 for a used game, and you can go and see that it probably has a great range. Like the price right now, there's only 4 available, so that played in as well. I believe I had it listed for around $50, and then I dropped the price on it. Okay, computer not cooperating. That is not a good sign because I do not want to have to re-record this video. Okay, moving on. Let's see where we are now. Okay, we're ignoring the Monopoly thing and moving on to the next thing because I pretty much told you all I can about that. Of course I'm signed out of Pretty Merch. It's always saying that. Where were we? Oh, next item is a textbook. So I believe I paid $2, maybe $3 for this. And it sold for $35. So I made about $20 profit on that. This is a textbook that is the older edition. However, the rank is still holding pretty good. 267,000 in books, so it's selling pretty good. One thing I would think about is putting this on my keep a list for future purchases. Because we're seeing that I sold it for $35 and I just sold it, and you can see here that the price is dropping off $10.44 plus $3.99. Now obviously that wouldn't be a good price to buy it at, but I'd probably go in with Keepa and put this on my list and say, let me know when the price drops below that $10.44, and then I'll go in and see if it drops low enough. If it's around $8 or so, I'd go ahead and buy that because I know it sells for $35, so I can at least double my money on that. So that's just kind of my thought process if you wanted to know inside the inner workings of my brain. Let's see what else we got on here. Oh, Amazon, where are we selling here? Okay, yeah, the ugly Christmas sweater. I actually picked up 3 of these and they've all sold already. Sold for $20.99. I want to say I did pay $5 each for them, but I made $8 profit, and so 3 times 8, $24. So $24, really, really quick profit. I actually picked those up in July, I think, maybe June, July, when I was in Pennsylvania. I also bought all those Elf on a Shelves, and they all sold as well. So, looking back then, I was like, oh yeah, we'll put these up for Christmas, and now it's Christmas. So, I mean, time flies when you're doing stuff like that. Yeah, you can see right here the ugly Christmas sweater. This one, $13.88. So now I've got, those sales for the year to boost the numbers. I think that's actually it for this video. I want to say that I had 7 items. One thing we can look at, I'm trying really, really hard to hit my $30,000 goal this year. I wanted to see how close I was to it. I think I have to sell around $2 grand to hit the goal. Let's see. Clickety click click. But yeah, it's been going pretty good considering that I'm not at home to send in any new inventory. But what I have been doing is repricing things and kind of trying to get stuff to move. So 28,252. Okay. So 30,000 minus 28,252. Okay, I've got to sell $1,748 more dollars to meet my 30K for the year goal. So I know that's not huge, but it's huge for me. This is the first year of full-time FBA, and I've taken a lot of vacations this year. I would say probably half the, maybe not half the year, but at least a third of the year I've been on vacation. I mean, 3 months in Italy, 1 month in Pennsylvania, really a whole month at Yellowstone, which I consider a vacation because I sure wasn't doing anything at my job. Just kind of I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking of how much effort I put in versus how much I made, and I really hope that next year I can clear 50 grand at least, as long as I keep, moving forward and trying to do better. So thanks guys for watching the video. I hope that it was helpful. I am going to start trying to put a little bit more effort into my videos in terms of the flow of things and making it more entertaining, and obviously with something like this it's not necessarily have to be vlog style and all fancy, because we're just looking at a product and we're kind of seeing, oh, what did she sell, how much did she sell it for, where did she get it, is this worth picking up? And to me, these are the most useful kinds of videos that I watch, because you can listen to a reseller ramble on for 30 minutes about nothing and it can be a complete waste of your time. So the direction of this channel is really going more towards innovating and getting products from different sources, and how I'm going to start doing more online arbitrage and retail arbitrage, and maybe even going through some different avenues to make money. And as long as I'm progressing, I want to share that with you guys, and I want to share my wins and my losses. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section, but I'm going to leave it at that for now. Thanks so much for watching guys, and have a good rest of your November.